How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, I don't have anything to read today, but I have some things that I'm going to present. And I pray that what I'm about to present and tie in, that you'll have a full understanding of how media, propaganda, disinformation, truth, lies, I could just go on and on and on. So a lot of our information now that we get in the age of exposure, to me, is quite intense. Everything is moving rapidly. And one thing that I have seen, because things are so different now, is that the propaganda has really been heightened in this age of exposure, unquote, on the world stage, to make the royal family look bad in the worst light. But there is a unquote but factor that I keep repeating over and over. Big Brother is watching you. But the enemy never factored in that they would be watched too. So, folks are literally walking around with computers literally in their pockets. And I like the fact that we are in this space and time, because the enemy is working overtime in a dying system. Rona is about that life. And there are a lot of dynamics that are going on. And they're not as effective. You notice that? They're not as effective. And as we go on this journey, cops are being exposed to the fullest. To the fullest. And what I see that's going down, the pigs and the media work in tandem. And we can go further, what the courts do. So if it's like, if they slip in here, we'll tighten it over here, because they be going from one dimension to the next dimension and to the next dimension in their world. They all tie in together because they messy. And we are seeing how sloppy and misleading pigs continue to be in the age of exposure. They're literally exposing themselves. What they do is so very natural to them. And the thing that blows me back is that you keep getting caught at it. And you don't know how to get on code and just completely stop. Well, it's not going to stop me and others. I'm talking about the new black media exposing your funky ass. Real funky like. Now, the last component that I'm going to add to this is white tears. I have never seen so many of them crying like a straight up bitch. the words that are coming out of my mouth, I'm trying to be as disrespectful as possible, because every millisecond you're disrespecting the royal family. We don't give a damn about your tears. We don't give a damn about your fears. And they're losing their grip with their propaganda. Yeah, they're losing their grip. But see, what we do, we bring truth to the game. We don't even have to make an effort how they truly get down in America. Oh, I'm spitting flames up your ass. You can't handle truth. And again, we don't give a damn about your tears. Now, my royal family, I know some people are wondering, where are you going with this, True Royal? All right, as we continue on in this journey. Now, what you see here, my royal family, what it appears to be is 4 males. That's what it appears to be. And who put this out? Big Brother. Yeah, Big Brother put this out. They're asking something of the public. They need some help with some things. So let's see, because they have made a request. Okay, let's not lose sight that what I'm presenting to y'all is utter sloppy ass, insulting ass police work, and not fully utilizing Big Brother, because you can get negative and positive results from Big Brother, but it requires something of you, and I'm talking about the enemy and their supporters. So let's get into this first video.
Chilling photo here. DeKalb police saying this picture shows a group of suspects just moments before they shot and killed a security guard. It happened in Stonecrest at a car dealership. Now, police trying to track down those suspects as the family of that guard, including his young son, are mourning his loss. Channel 2's Ashley Lincoln joining us now live from the dealership near the mall at Stonecrest tonight. Ashley, you spoke exclusively with the guard's wife.
That's right, Justin. She's in total shock right now, as you can imagine, getting the news that her husband was shot while simply doing his job. Here is video of her husband. She says he was just 24 years old. His name was Henry Ashley. She says she was on the phone with him when he got the call from dispatch that someone was on property at this Dodge dealership in Stonecrest. Now, police say it happened around 11 p.m. Saturday night. Images from surveillance cameras show 5 suspects walking onto the property. His wife told us that he was shot in the back, and police say he later died at the hospital from his injuries.
I have to stay strong for my son. He lost his daddy. I hope whatever they wanted here was more important than his life. I hope they got what they wanted, taking a husband, a son, a father, a brother. So young. We were planning on buying a house this summer. This was our first time we were able to do this. And then it all got ripped away in a matter of moments.
Yeah, just an incredibly heartbreaking story here. Other than that image from police, no other suspect descriptions have been released. That's why they're leaning on the public. Hopefully they'll get some leads in this case. Justin, in the meantime, later on tonight on WSB Tonight, his wife also works for that same security company. You'll hear her concerns about safety when it comes to rising crime in this metro Atlanta area. We'll have that story later tonight. But for now, reporting live in Stonecrest, Ashley Lincoln, Channel 2 Action News.
Just terribly sad, and yes, much more on this story.
All right, my royal family. I am well aware that the sound is low. I have absolutely no control over it because I have everything amped up. So, let's go over here. I'm going to take this down. I'm going to go over here. So, the police in this tragedy said they are looking for 5 suspects. But they present this, and then they present that. And I said, what the hell is going on? How are we supposed to help and we don't have a clue who this is? Looking, all of them are from their back, from their backside. Now, this is a car dealership. I would imagine it is quite a few cameras around there. And I got to thinking, okay, somebody doing some sloppy police work. And I could be wrong, but I get the suspicion that these are 5 white males. Because, yeah, the pigs will cover for their own being blatantly wrong. There's something about this one. Now I'm like Mr. Superboy. Something don't smell right. Something don't feel right. Nothing was taken. Not a vehicle whatsoever was taken. Not his wallet or any of his valuables. And cowardly, they shot him in the back. Ain't that ironic, my royal family? Now, trust and believe. Let's go back here. If it was black males, or they would show their faces. You can't tell me in the age of exposure, in the age of Big Brother, that they can't see their faces. But they sloppily put this out. And I seen this up in other, I should have showed the collage of it. This, they just kept showing 4. And I said, well, okay, we know it's 5. Okay? And there's no way you could tell me they got one damn camera and they gonna mount it in in one area where you'll just see people's backsides. They see people's comings and goings. They got cameras everywhere. Everywhere. We're always being watched. So I'm gonna hold that there. Because like I said, I hope that what I'm presenting and tying in makes sense. So we get into this last video. Now, before we get into this last video, when I was doing my deep research last night, the video that I'm getting ready to present wasn't easy to find. Now, I read what I read, and I felt something about that too as well, because they would only show like a short, within a minute, video to talk about this real fast in a hurry. Well, somebody then lost their life, and I would imagine that the family would want as much information put out as possible. All right. Now, it would not surprise me that whoever's in charge of the surveillance, because that's when the pigs take over, that they may, if it is all white males, that they may see someone they possibly know. And nobody hasn't questioned how they put this out. They're asking the public. Come on now. They asking the public what's really going on. Now, I got some other things that make me think that this young man that got tragically killed, did he get himself caught up? Are these dudes out here seem like they've been doing a lot of negative things? You know, you just never know what be going on in people's lives. All right. And now we're going to get into more about his wife. And pay close attention to what she's saying. All right.
And killed at a car dealership. Now the search is on for the 5 people police say are responsible. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Whitler. The shooting happened last night at a mall parkway in Stonecrest. That's where we find Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo, who spoke with the victim's understandably heartbroken widow. Rob?
Well, that's right, Alex. As you can imagine, she's just simply beside herself right now. The shooting happened in this car dealership parking lot right around this time last night. Tonight, all 5 suspects are still out there.
Any information will help. Just please help my husband, please.
That desperate plea from 24-year-old Henry Ashley's widow, Kyla. Ashley was shot on the job as a security guard Saturday night at the courtesy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram near the Mall of Stonecrest. Security video captured the 5 suspects police are looking for walking across the parking lot.
I need to know why they did it. Like, why they shot him without him having anything on him. Was he worth more than a car to them?
DeKalb police say they found Ashley in the parking lot around 11 p.m.
When I got to the hospital, they told me that he suffered a gunshot wound to the chest.
Despite doctors' efforts, Henry was not able to pull through. His 4-year-old son left to make sense of what happened to his father.
My son doesn't deserve to be without his dad. His family doesn't deserve to be away from him. He's 24.
Rushton says the security company, which she also works for, dispatched him to the property.
My main mission right now is for these people to be caught, for him to have justice, for my son to be able to feel like his dad did what he was trying to fight for.
Just unimaginable heartbreak. Now, Rushton says they were planning on buying a home together over the next few months. Tonight, police have not identified any of the 5 suspects. And Alex, for whatever it's worth, we don't think any cars were stolen last night. Live in DeKalb County, Rob DiRienzo, Fox 5 News.
Rob, thanks for covering that tonight.
All right, my royal family, let me take this down. I don't buy what she's saying. I see no white tears whatsoever. And isn't it convenient, my royal family, that just moments before he was wiped out, she was talking to him? I could be absolutely wrong. I hope people hear that. But something don't smell right. Something don't feel right. But if it is true, the events are actually true based on what surveillance they're showing little of, based on the information that his wife gave, something that ain't right. This looked like a possible setup. Why he didn't take nothing? Could it be a love triangle? All right. But again, if it is true, This is another time that y'all keep hearing me over and over saying that I keep saying that we will hear the enemy's woman wailing in the streets of America. And if she set him up, remember, she is the first teacher of the child. And she wants this thing to keep going because she benefits from it. But she's not benefiting like she used to. There is a deep crack in their foundation. Now, some of us don't take it as victories, but like I keep saying, within the last 5 or even 10 years, there is no way in hell that you would have seen the enemy's woman on the witness stand pleading and begging and crying, fake or real tears. I'm just not sure. But some of the things that she was saying, I have heard black women have said. That's what truly blew me back. So I'm asking of the royal family, because keep it raw with me, keep it real, and please keep it always real and raw with me, that the way I presented this, where I'm presenting propaganda, how the media can make it land where they want to land. I choose to make it land, and I don't always necessarily like where it land, where you get truth. Over here on the True Royal Family, or True Royal, you're going to always get the best. That's why I study real deep. I take what I do because I'm serving you. It's very, very serious, my sacred ones. And I was looking at that and I'm like, okay, y'all asking something of the public, but how the hell, how can I identify that? And then you don't even get that right. What's going on? And then you at a car dealership. Now, I don't know nothing about Atlanta. I don't know nothing about these different counties or anything. I know what I know up here in California. So is this area, it seemed like it was industrial, but I know there's some houses around. Is it upper high income level, or then you go to middle and then lower? You know, I need help to my royal family. I'm asking of y'all, and y'all really excellent at what you do. What is really going on down there? Because for the pigs to ask for help, I know it may be redundant what I keep saying over and over. How the hell we gonna help? You know, even with this little symbol or whatever on the back of this person's hoodie or whatever, that doesn't suffice. What I see here is that they all dress alike, you know, at the end of the day. And if these are the ones that took him out, trust and believe, what the media receiving what they receiving from these pigs, you know, and they working together, they got to know something. Now I do know that to lure people who have committed crimes, they will put out information in such a way where they're trying to smoke them out, where they get comfortable, because they can't put everything out during their investigations. But the cops are showing the media, because the media is presenting it on the world stage, that every day we see something negative about them, and they doing it to themselves. So when you come to the black community talking about police reform, they don't go to no other community to do that but ours, because they know they're wrong. And it's affecting many lives over and over. They don't want them around. It's not a respected profession. It's not whatsoever. So we shall see how this may turn out, because I had a close shot of her face. I seen a little bit of wetness, and that is it. And usually, and I'm not always saying it's a given, when you see these type of tragedies and stuff, usually the woman is so distraught, somebody will step in and speak. And then they're gathered by family. We didn't even see the person's family around them, because people can be, family members are concerned and friends and stuff, and it will show that this, they have a support system. Didn't see any of that. My royal family. So I'm going to leave it where I'm going to leave it, my royal family, and I need you to do a few things to render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.